Well, geologists have warned us that we're going to have powerful earthquakes because of the Earth's rotation slowing down. Now they're also telling us we're going to be having powerful volcanic eruptions to become more common in the future. This is what they're warning us. This is from Business Insider via Science Alert. And we question the reason or cause they're giving for the increase when there is obvious reason like a migrating magnetic pole that's about to flip. And so there's also the slowing of Earth's rotation, as we said in a couple of videos back from this one, that can be strongly related to the coming increase in the volcanic activity and strength, geological activity, the strong volcanic eruption in the Philippines that forced over 50,000 people to evacuate, sending ash plumes over a mile, and also we have Kilauea going, and also La Palma erupting. We have tremendous earthquakes in the Mediterranean. I'm going to do another video just today, another 5.7 in the area where we had a 6.1 2 days ago. So we have magma incoming there as well, in the volcanic arc of the Greek Hellenic subduction zone. So meanwhile, the eruption at Japan's ski resort north of Tokyo, we have Mount Atu as well in Japan erupting. Avalanches and trapping of people on the mountains. Now, these powerful volcanic events may be example of what the world could look like in coming centuries due to the ominous trend. A recent study in the journal Geology suggests that volcanic activity is likely to increase as the planet warms from human-caused climate change. The key, according to the researchers, is the relationship between glacial ice and subsurface magma. To understand this effect, the team studied records of volcanic eruptions in Iceland from 5,500 to 4,500 years ago. That's when the climate was much colder than it is today. The researchers looked at ash deposits in the geological record in Iceland and Europe and figured out which periods had increased volcanic activity based on thicker, more widespread ash in lakes and bogs. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. The team then analyzed these high activity periods in relation to times of glacial retreat. They found that the number of eruptions declined as the climate cooled and glacier cover increased. And during that time, there was also a reduction in the volume of lava that came out of Icelandic volcanoes. The reverse is also true. When glaciers retreat, the researchers found that volcanic activity increased. Scientists say Earth's glacial ice is melting at an unprecedented rate due to climate change. Between 1979 and 2006, summer melt in the Greenland ice sheet increased by 30%, according to National Snow and Ice Data Center. Let's remember that we also found that the Greenland ice sheet is also made because of, especially on the eastern side, because of the volcanic activity heating up the land there. Now, this is a couple of days ago I did a video on that. Now, the Glacial National Park, all but 26 of the 150 glaciers that existed in the late 1800s have melted away, and scientists predict we will lose the rest. However, the new paper found a 600-year lag between when glaciers expand and when volcanic activity decreased, according to Graham Swindells, the paper's lead author and a professor at the University of Leeds. And this is what he told Scientific American. The paper didn't calculate how much time elapsed between the retreat of glaciers and the increased eruptions, but the delay could be similar. The paper said, given the time lag identified here, increase in volcanic eruptions due to ongoing deglaciation since the end of the Little Ice Age may not become apparent for hundreds of years. While the relationship between glacial retreat and increased volcanic activity is not fully understood, the connection is likely due to the pressure glacial ice exerts on the Earth's surface, and when that pressure eases, magma can more easily bubble up. Swindle says after glaciers are removed, the surface pressure decreases and the magmas more easily propagate to the surface and thus erupt. Iceland has a lot of glaciers and is volcanically active We have a mantle plume under Iceland, as we know. That's why it's a volcanic island. So there are areas that area may be more susceptible to this effect than, say, the Philippines. But Swindles warned that the trend is likely not confined to the northern country of Iceland. He says, I think we can predict we're probably going to see a lot more volcanic activity in areas of the world where glaciers and volcanoes interact, Swindles told Scientific American, pointing to the Pacific Northwest, South America, and Antarctica. Pacific Northwest, of course, is Cascadia. And we do have a lot of earthquakes in Mendocino Fracture Zone, affecting also the San Andreas earthquakes. And we had one today as well, 4 hours after the Mendocino 3.5 earthquake. Now, this was published on Business Insider from Science Alert Jeremy Burke, and it's on Blended Reality. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.